Alright guys, welcome back with a new game. Another detective game, which I'm really bad at detective game, but here we go. Case solved. The London Files. Let's see. Oh, okay, that's the file. Oh, there's a lot. Okay, let's do it. Page 1. 3 cases. Fatal Court. An American musician was found dead in Soho Alley in London. He had just finished performing at a local pub. His body bears signs of strangulation with a thin metal wire, most likely taken from his own instrument. Nothing appears to be missing, suggesting robbery was not the motive.
Gledenden. Mulennatul bulul.
Estada.
Beda. Bot wanendo.
Can we switch the language?
Esta.
Di.
Huh? Abri.
Wow! What it?
Asta? That's a coaching.
Baiten tulen. Daiten dod.
See. Oh, it's gibberish. Gibberish. That's what they're saying though. No gibberish. Fish. Guys. Clues. There are 5 clues. Hint. Only 1 hint. Evidenceless. Object location. Corn crossroad. Interact with the evidence to collect the clue. My deduction? Someone got hurt. Vaccinating. You found clues. Oh. Q. Okay. You just click randomly? Cat. You found a hint. Find 1 cat. Found 1 hint. A guitar. Not guitar. A violin. I could play for the suspects, but I don't think butcher is permitted. Okay. Else. Lamb. Light. Lamb. Whatever it is. London, where even the lantern looks depressed. Okay. Come in, as long as you order something. Evidence collected. Shall we connect the dot on the deduction board? No, not yet. That cone looks awfully suspicious. What if it did it? Okay, so talk to them so you find the clues. Yeah, the light flicker, quite a capre. It's too fast. The violence is rather suspicious. It's far too quiet. And Jealousy is a drummer. Okay. Manager suspect number 1. And money session. Done. Okay. It's the old joke. A greedy manager and an obsessed fan and jealous drummer walk into the pub and one of them walks out a murderer. I could swear I can still hear the violin playing. You try taking your earpiece off? Alright, enough nonsense. Face the truth. Until someone hits a wrong note. Congratulations, stage 1 is complete. That was easy. But still, that was the beginning. All 3 suspects look guilty, so now what, detective? The next step is to build a complete timeline. Okay, it all started 14 billion years ago with the Big Bang. Not quite that complete. We need to know who was, where, and what they were fiddling with. It won't be easy. The truth is like bad tea. My dear, hard to swallow. Look at that, a fresh lead. You found clues. Okay. Band was singing. Drummer was on the stage. The dead fella could actually play guitar, mind you. Guitar. A missing string. Looks like the crime went acoustic. My handkerchief, left it on a table along with my dignity. Matchbox. 3 matches. On one hand, they cost nothing. On the other, they never light. They never light either. I was more into smoking than playing. Keep asking for matches. Try the bar. Do I look like an information desk? Poor thing, he cried so much. It was beautiful. It's a handkerchief. I didn't see it. That cat, she's judging me. I like him. You. What is the hidden cat? I see. Okay, you found a hint. The handkerchief is here. By the red lipstick. Only thing more macabre than the name is the work to clean this thing. Evidence collected. So we connect the dot on the deduction board. Yes. Fan was in singing. Chef. Book. Instrument. Singing. Stage. Dance floor. Playing. Drum movers on the stage. Talking. Entrance. Here we go. Don't need the hint. The manager says the victim was happy. The fans swear he was crying and the drummer wasn't any help at all. How can someone be crying and laughing at the same time? Easy to see that you're not married, but in this particular case, someone's lying. I recommend you stay suspicious and single. Noted. What do you mean, single? With each one story, I can sketch a first timeline, but the suspects' accounts are more tangled than traffic in Mumbai. Really? But now we only got this pile of statements, but the statements are in fact. We had photos of the whole event, full of detail and dramatic angles. With this dude, long live tabloid press. Look what I found on the floor besides chewing gum. I see the cat. Hello, cat. Then I went near the motorcycle. It still smells like him. One more terrible crime parked in an old parking zone. My photos, they're the pinnacle of journalism. Over there, in the manhole, must be a clue or a rat. Murder is one thing, but tossing evidence down the manhole, that's just rude. I came over here making friends with the A-board. A-board. Double beer? Double the beer? I know plenty of people who would queue for that. Yes. See, the suspect who was waiting did not mention clients. Ben said they were not in the pub. Okay. Manager was neither talking nor waiting, so he was in the pub. Sure. The paparazzo was in the alley. Paparazzo. Backstage. Entrance. Backstage, I would think. Oh, the manager was in at the entrance. So this is in the backstage. What are you doing in the backstage? Talking, no waiting. Talking, no waiting. So who's working? Who's photographing? Waiting. Talking. The suspect in the alley. No get list of client alibi. Editor. Mention client. Get list. Suspect who was in the pub claimed the promoter could confirm they were talking. Confirm. Stories are more tangled than traffic in Mumbai. Did you confirm the photos are actually useful to us? Got them right here, detective. The paparazzo was at the valley entrance when the show ended. Excellent. Now we find out which alibis are true, and I'll get to update my feed. Congratulations, stage 3 complete. Confirm the paparazzo was at the scene of the crime. Now we'll be able to tell which alibis really hold up. Critical, stage 4. Stories don't seem to match the photos. Question is, who's lying? The people? The people or the photo? Probably the people, right? It's moments like this that show me you'll make an excellent detective one day. Let's catch those lies the way a wet child catches a cold. You know, he hated matches, right? Okay, deja vu? Or did the killer buy out this pup's entire matchbox to stock? That's a bug right there. It should be mass box, not mass box 2. And I think that's the second object that they created in the code. It's just fine. Yes, we got cameras. I'm a professional and paranoid. Let's hope the footage is in 144p to keep the mystery alive. The cat. Wet floor must have been my tears. Looks like the criminal isn't the only slippery one around here. There, on top of the bar again, creepy stuff. Fuck. stopped at 12:17. You know what they say about a stopped clock, right? It needs fixing. Hard to read a clock like that, huh? Especially a stopped one. Maybe this helps you. It won't hurt anyway. Evidence collected. Shall we connect the dots? And deduction point. Yes. Whoever has recorded as the source has an absent status. The footage validates the confirmed status of the manager. The guest list once has found its status is absent. Any confirmed status must be supported by strong evidence. The police validate calls to the editor. Oh. As a source, calls cannot sustain weak or unstable support. Weak, unstable, reasonable? No. Reasonable? Maybe? Either whoever has a cause as a source has partial status, or whoever partial reason as a record is the reasonable support. It's not reasonable, it's strong. Whoever has invalid status must have weak. Any confirmed status must be supported by strong evidence. Those cannot sustain weak or unstable support. Reasonable. Hold on. Okay, I only get one hit. Invalid. Weak. Oh. So absent. Record absent. It's absent status. Reasonable. And this is too strong. But then that's contradict. This must be confirmed. Is confirmed. Unstable. Come on. Sure. As a source, cause cannot sustain weak or unstable. Weak, unstable source must be strong. Okay. Any confirmed status must be supported by strong evidence. Will it be firm? I guess this is where it's kind of weird, you know? Footage. The footage validated the confirmed status of the manager. So, footage. Footage. footage because this footage over his record. Source has an absent status. Absent status. Reasonable support. What is this? Partial status. So he's partial. And strong. It's a source. Source cannot sustain weak or unstable support. Weak, unstable. It has to be reasonable. Okay, almost there. Footage. Validate E. Term status. There you go. Please validate himself. Yar is asking for a report on the case, detective, and I want the Spice Girls to reunite. Got so much to evidence, but it doesn't fit together. It's worse than a Swedish furniture manual. Last time I examined my wardrobe upside down. What if we look at the evidence from another angle? That's it. The stain, for instance. Isn't it just mint juice mixed with drunk vomit? No, it's a mud trail. The victim was dragged. Which of the suspects could pull that off? That's the point. We got trouble. Double trouble. Call forensics. Not every alibi survived the confrontation with the photos, and a fresh piece of physical evidence has prompted another forensic request. Stage 5. Forensic confirmed it. The crime had 2 perpetrators. I thought it was a solo, but it was a duet made up of which members. If I kill every dead bit in here, I'd be a serial killer by now. Since when is it a crime to follow every step of a person's? Name me one band where the musicians don't curse or punch each other now and then. What would I gain by killing him? Unexclusive on the first crime scenes photos? Come to think of it. Time to find out who orchestrated this deadly symphony. Hello, cat. I need you. Almost there. I can already smell the paperwork. Bet the killer make his getaway by bus. Crime is punctual. Public exchange spots, not so much. Wasn't there a killer car? What if it's a killer motorcycle? The only thing more dangerous than a murderer is that bald tire. I guess where someone tossed the bills into the manhole. The sewer again, and an unpaid bill this time. Besides being a deadbeat, he's a pig. And that bicycle doesn't look like evidence. A wicker basket, criminally cute. Yes. Alibi confirmed, absent, invalid, partial. So he does have his alibi, which is good, right? It's not a suspect. Compromise suspect has impossible. It's their declaration. Does not have inconsistent or compromise. Innocent? So between the two. possible. Innocent. There we go. We do that. Either the manager is exam or they are the witness. I'm guessing. I was reading this and I'm guessing she's correct now. Okay. Whoever has never, as the declaration is inconsistent, either the manager is the same or they are the witness. Whoever has doubtful condition does not have never or not at all declaration. Never, not at all. Impossible. The compromised suspect has impossible as declaration. So he's impossible, he is negative. Either the manager is exam, the papers had the alibi outdated, so they are considered exempt. The inconsistent suspect is not the perpetrator. Ooh. Ew, I think between the two. Compromise. It's the perpetrator. What? Oh, the inconsistent suspect is not the perpetrator. Inconsistent, compromise, same or same witness. Consistent suspect is not the perpetrator. Harmless, yes. Perpetrator, and then not at all. Deduction, deduction, deduction. That was quick. Drama in the fan. Who would have guessed? Jealousy and obsession. Sound like the title of a bad soap opera. Compared to some of that band song, this wasn't even the biggest gram. True, my dear, the music industry really is murder. London news. End of tour for killer duo. Congratulations, solved the first case. Case closed. 2 out of 6 hearts that decided to harmonize by committing murder. Magic. Solved. Last act. During the final rehearsal before opening, the lead actress collapsed dead on stage, but sign of tension backstage suggests that the sudden death most likely conceals. Let's get it. She's a fine actress. Crying on stage is easy, but literally dying, few can manage that. Another London's haunted theater. Sergeant? Enough politics, detective. Have you any idea how much public and private money was poured into this place? No, but I've always wanted to know how much. A lot, probably, I think. Then let's start with the time of death. British tea goes cold quickly. My point is, do your job. The yard expect a culprit before 5 o'clock tea. What? The stage may shine, Sergeant, but the truth tends to wait in the dressing room. Say the poetry for the report, detective. Now gather the data. Tell me who was where and why. The versions don't align. First, I'll fix the minute, then the culprit. Your first evaluation in this case begins and ends in the final part of the rehearsal, detective. The yard expects precision, not theories. While you philosophize, I investigate. Ooh. I've seen people treated worse than those gloves. Glove. Another cat. Kitty cat. Pure silk, favorite fabric of socialites and villains. She seemed different. Can't say, the spotlight blinded me. Spotlight. I thought this is spotlight, right? All right, here. My clipboard on the stage. My will to leave, though. Sure, here. Plenty of notes on the sliding and nothing on the cramps. Disappointing. If that spotlight flickered at the wrong moment, have the cast gain an alibi. Look at that. A roll of tape dumped on the floor. Amateurs. If there's a single fingerprint on this, I'll retire. No one is that amateurish. You found clues. That guy. And she left them on the floor. She must have been shattered. What? How innocent. Oh, that's what the guilty would say, wouldn't it? Wait, what? Yes, ticket. Okay. Rosie. Any further back and you be at another address entirely. Whoever is like between 1 and 2. Whoever. A lot of whoever. The musician said the victim seems tired. The stage hand said the victim was confused and unstable. Whoever said the victim was tired saw her painting. Neither the director nor the stage hand said the victim was healthy. So, healthy, so normal or strange? Either the director believes the victim was weak and exhausted, or oh man, what the heck? Whoever assigned confused to the rehearsal, assigned tense to the monologue. Okay. Flap exalted silence. If the understudy didn't see the victim tired, then she also didn't see the victim pale. Yeah. That was stable. Normal. Her, which is good because she's a female. The only female in this. Oh, this is wrong. If the understudy didn't see the victim tired, then she also didn't see the victim pale. Okay. Neither the director nor the stagehand said the victim was healthy. see. Oh, victims is her. Weak and exhausted. Huh? Oh, silent collapse. Okay. Whoever said the victim was weak, Neurolog says he was silent in the finale. Weak. Here we go. Ooh. Tough. The stage may shine, Sergeant, but the truth tends to wait in the dressing room. Say the apology for the report. Detective, what have you found? We have 4 suspects. There's the director. She was the only one who did things properly. Musician. The more I talk, the more I understand silence. Stagehand. Real crime is what they pay us to work in. And the understudy. I'd imagine her out of the play hundreds of times yet. Each one says something different about how the victim seemed, but one thing is certain, she waited for the grand finale to die. Nothing like British manners, is there? The play's last act was also the actress' last act, but the statements still conceal many contradictions. Stage 2. The stage shows the trick. Backstage is playing the hand. Look at the stage. The opportunity was backstage. Mapped everyone's path to approach that, water, and when. If the collapse was in the last act, the girls went up on stage with her. This is stranger than a satisfied director. How about this is genre? Our health plan is punch. What? Puncture? This is nice because she doesn't have to listen to the lying testimonies I hear. See if this helps. It can hardly make things worse. A top hat on a custom rack. This is why I never take holidays. I hope there's a rabbit in there. It would be the most logical thing I've seen today. We had the same face size, convenient. All mask. Terrible stays in cheap sequence. Yes, oh, that's a lot. Whoever was doing preparation, whoever. See, you're doing supervision, preparation. Okay. Let that for now. didn't have the score, and whoever had the score was an observation. Alright. Suffering from the dance. And someone was doing preparation, then they didn't have anxiety. Whoever had anxiety was waiting. Nervousness. Either one of the custom was custom. Yeah. Nervousness. Adjustments. I have score, command, tool. Either one doing tuning or the one doing person was checking the script. Either one of the custom was in preparation and the one in silence were in supervision. He's just checking the script. Silence, custom, silence. Whoever was doing adjustment, can I have the score or command? Man, sure. Mirror, discipline. Dude. Heard it out like that. There are only two possibilities: poison, a remarkably exit theater review, and there were no critics about poison. Even for murder, they won't give up the drama. Question that remains: who, when, and where, and how, and why. Focus detective was the next step. The poison didn't buy its own ticket. We need to know who was moving about backstage. It was poison. The victim's water was tampered with. The stagehand's routine is our fixed point, but these footprints and this briefcase, they aren't his. These marks aren't his, and its corridor was restricted. Who else had access? Unrestricted access. That points to a master key, and who owned it. The the producer, and he was seen in a tense conversation with the victim shortly before the last act. Get the cat first. A cane is usually part of a villain's costume, you know? Hollow inside, like most of the alibis I've heard in the last hour. Lovely rose, isn't it? Worth every penny. Leaving a flower at the cramps in the soul criminals. And once again, I've moved your work along. Thank you. How am I to criticize the cats without my binoculars? Microphones looks innocent, like me. What? Okay. One, two, testing. Could the culprit come to the stage and confess? Dirty lenses. That would explain why nobody saw a thing during rehearsal. Here, detective, more paperwork for your collection. Oh god, that's a lot. The understudy was in the warehouse changing the custom. Oh, he is good. Seen in the warehouse. So, look big of smoke. Check. Whoever chatted on the wings left footprint on the corridor. Leave briefcase, footprints, marks. Okay. He must be the one observed. Got the briefcase. And just spy, observe, chat it. Smoke. So be mark. Keep. No step. Mission went to the balcony to help with the boats. Curtain, spy. Hey! This trouble sleeps about backstage so much. MI6 could take lessons. Not to mention the greatest tactic of warfare, interactive theater. Did you find anything useful? A briefcase and a footprint in a restricted area. The only thing better would be a note saying it was me. Before you start integrating ghosts, does any of the suspects have a master key? Producer, who was also seen in a tense conversation with the victim. Highly suspicious, eh? Quite the contrary. Very suspicious. I can't read that fast. Calm down. Fifth suspect has been identified. The producer. The producer, seen in restricted areas talking to the victim before the last act. Stage 4. When the stage shines, the contracts cast shadow. Sergeant. Follow the money, detective, whose life improves with her death. And who crumbles if a secret comes to light. Money and secrets is the combination that signs most reports. Continue. While you were nattering, I found this. It's kind of sad they only give you like one hit. But it's fine. It's in the pen, ain't it? It's in the painting. It's been left there. Bucket full of nothing useful. Only half of it. It's got past the partition. Paint roller. Was the killer pre-decorating between the screams? Someone left a paint roller lying about? Honestly. Sin the fan, the weapon of choice for killing reputation. Careful, it might contain whisper secrets or just a bit of load. I love to chat, but the lamp is crying for help. No clue. Wait, what? What? I clicked there. It's to the left a bit, huh? A divider, splitting empty space for more empty space. Excellent work indeed. Oh my god, this is gonna be tougher. Boom boom, the rival will take over the stardom. Tuning the instrument. Boom boom boom. Blackmail. Rival? Don't know yet. The producer was the victim's agent, and the understudy was a rival. The director was not okay. He's not nephew. This colleague and then nephew, maybe. The victim's lover was checking the script. No, he's not checking the script. It says here he was tuning the instrument. It must be nephew. Script. Cover script. Okay. Probably has an affair. Certain policy. Oh. Okay. The collie agent. Must be ill. Either the stage hand or the musician has the payoff. Play hand, musician, payoff, F, victim. Driver will take over stardom. Yeah. Whoever adjusting the light does not have insurance policy. Boom. Oh my lord. So, detective, which of them stands to gain from the actor's death? Unfortunately, all of them, perhaps even you and I, Sergeant. So all of this was for nothing then? Hunger isn't enough. One is the will to eat in the knife and fork in hand. Animal conclusion. Inferior for those detectives, they're theater company, aren't they? Then it's time to restage the crime. Congratulations, stage 4 complete. The solution lies at the intersection of who profited from the victim's death and who had a secret she was about to expose. Stage 5. Final reenactment. Tainted water. Restricted gases. 5-minute window. And the only one with the key, recorded presence, and a financial secret that would die with her. The producer, the hand that entered the dressing room before the last act. The accusation holds. Close the case, detective. Closed. The policy was worth more than the last act. Your method, it worked. Now the report. There's a blind spot in the mirror, perfect for cowards. Ah, the culprit. Oh no, it's just me looking at impeccable. As always. Is it just me or is that mask judging me? A perfect facial expression for someone who just found out he is gone. That's the last time I have you today, detective. Looks like the perfect costume for a murderer, doesn't it? Hat. A fedora, if it wasn't brown and wet. Tea, she died and let the tea go cold. Rude. What's useful thing in this investigation? Hot tea. Auntie adore zebra. What's a nephew? Okay. Black and white stripes, like the uniform the culprit we wear in prison, I hope. Settlement. Inheritance. Stagehand has an exam bro in the crime and a confirmed alibi. Unless they would have been opportunistic. And which should have been improvised. Okay, we want things that are sure. If whoever has the contradict, whoever had the technical, if the stagehand has permanent, they have easy. Has access. Does not have the freedom. Right. I'm not sure about that one yet. So missing. So probably technical. Oh. However, help improvise method. Witness. Oh, opportunity. I need a hint. Case technical. None. Witness. Okay. Access do not have. Access. That. Okay. Okay. Makes sense. Neither of them had partial or innocent. Deny. Partial. No. Oh, this is wrong, huh? Whoever had denied, alibi had improvised or occasional. If the stagehand is indirect, restricted, so this will be easy. Innocent. Author? Innocent? Partial? If the director or producer has their written. So partial. Contradictory is missing. Missing. They change exam row in the cram and confirm alibi. Missing, so it must be denied. Contradictory. Denied. Contradictory. Oh. No. Okay. I'm stuck. Which one is wrong? Because either of them had that, and neither of them had partial or innocent. Who has the full thing? It is technical. Okay, hold on. What's contradict with what? So either the director or producer had pretty... Okay, but then it's premeditated, for sure. And they don't have partial or innocent. It's not partial. So it's contradict. Oh man, all wrong answer? Dude. What's wrong though? Oh, okay. The reset, huh? The stagehand has an exam row and it confirmed. So we're not touching that. 100% correct. Nope. Neither of them had a contradictory alibi. One of these had contradictory. Okay, I don't want to do that first. Let's do it again. The understudy would have been opportunistic and motion be improvised. Whoever had the improvised method, witness. Whoever had the technical, we were none. Either the producer has a missing alibi or the musician has a missing alibi. Missing. Oh, that's wrong. So it's missing. And then, if the one with the missing alibi doesn't have access, then they have full opportunity. Okay. Neither the musician nor the okay, that's gonna be still too vague. 2 and 3. Whoever has an alibi had improvised and occasional. However, access does not have the premeditated method. Musician, not a contradictory. Deny. This could be wrong. Because he doesn't have a partial. We deny. Sure. Improvise or occasional. Occasional. We had a contradictory alibi does not have occasional. But they then have access. Okay. Okay, so you are either he has premeditated. Okay, this is where it's wrong. I have no idea why. Either the producer has a missing alibi or the musician has a missing alibi. I mean, that's true. Technical method had a none, row in the cram, and whoever had the improvised method, yes. The one is done. So now just either the director or producer had, and neither of them has partial or innocent. Other? Contradictory? Yes. Easy. Okay. Partial. Okay. Man, I'm stuck. What the heck? Okay. If the stagehands had premeditated, then they have an easy opportunity. That's wrong. It's indirect. Restricted opportunity. Okay. Was meditated. Access. Not easy. Alibi. Do not have occasional data. What? What? Oh my god. How? Either of them have it. Director. They cannot have whoever has to deny alibi had improvised or occasional. Okay. Whoever has denied alibi had improvised. Occasional. That's correct. Author is correct. Don't use force. This is correct. So either of them will have. He should have. Waited. Dude. If this direct, then they have restricted opportunity. How do I have 4 wrong answer? Opportunist. Opportunist. Improvise. They don't have partial. Oh my god. Here you go. Splendid. We have narrowed the list of suspects from everyone down to everyone. Only one of them had motive to spare a master key that created the perfect opportunity. The producer posed in one hand, the life insurance policy in the other. It was an crime, it was just a difficult financial decision. I hate to admit it, detective, but your method worked. Best we close the case quickly before someone decides to turn it into a musical. Man, oh man, that was tough. Case closed. The producer, he silenced the victim to protect insurance fraud and a personal secret. The motive was backstage, not on stage. Off. Stolen time. A Big Ben, the master clockmaker, was found unconscious on the very night every clock stopped at once. What lies behind the mystery? Human error, conspiracy, something supernatural? If you fall to Scotland Yard to find the answer. Let's go. In all my years as detective, I've seen every kind of victim, but time is a first. Spare me the poetry, detective. The tower clock stopped, that's all. Yet they call in Scotland Yard. Not a repairman. What did the cameras catch? Nothing. They froze at the very same moment. 0017. AI grow more than human by the day. Now even this machine have gone on strike. Far too early for your nonsense, detective. Human error, sabotage, or something more sinister. Oh, sinister is always good, but first I need to know what each of them saw when Big Ben stopped. Surgeon, the summary. The technician swears the logs were deleted. The guard insists she saw time move backward. Our national symbols have stopped. Detective, the yard wants answers, not riddles. The pressure is maximum. Pressure helps to focus, officer. It's good to see you again. The officer was the first to arrive. The injured clockmaker is her uncle. She has a place on this team. He's stable, detective, but he wasn't just attacked. My uncle would say the clock was desecrated. Time stopped at 0017. That's not an error, it's a message. A message. Good point, officer. Were you up to date? Time off ended the minute my uncle was attacked. Detective, my place is here until we find out who did this. Welcome back to the duty. Then stay in the control room, adjust your instinct. There's a pocket, but no leak anyway, suspicious. Empty, like the salary increase promises I get from Scotland Yard. Clock stopped. We didn't see if this helped. It went dark and I grabbed to touch it. Oh, did I just blink? The light at the end of the tunnel or just a battery dying on the tower floor. Ah, the tools all check out. The reality isn't. A cucumber sandwich next to the tools. Best case of the year. Brown here, cram is a mop out of place now this. Floor is wet. Did the killer try to erase footprints or just spill the tea? No. Where's a cat though? The officer provide distress to the clockmaker and does not have a sabotage theory. Doesn't have that. Whoever provided distress to the clockmaker doesn't think the cameras were obstructed. Doesn't think. Broken? I don't know. Guard did not record the time. And also never struck in the clock. Notice the latch. Ends. Either the guard heard a scream, and the technician notified glitches. Oh, not the technician, not glitches. Okay. More green. Either the guy has a sabotage or the officer has the criminal theory. Sabotage. And okay. Whoever has the criminal theory. Here we go. It was hackers, or worse, an automatic update. The technician swears the locks was wiped. Gar, meanwhile, says time ran backwards, like a moonwalk, you know? The penalties dressed tailing off from the boss, and there goes my dream of retiring. And the officer, wait, I know this one. I dropped my day off and came running. The clockmaker is my uncle. Jeez, he's her uncle. Everything's better as a family affair, even Cram, and how easy. Stable, detective, but one thing's been nagging me. Above 17 is not an error, it's a message. 2, you know who make a fine witness? Tam, but he seldom testifies. The yacht wants to answer, not riddles. There's national landmark as stand still to work. Detective! 2 important things happen here, an attack on the watchmaker and the deliberate manipulation of time. Boom, boom, boom. The last minute remains at the center of everything. The guard insists time went back, but nothing here smells like a machine. Stop clocks, blind cameras, mute system, agree it's not supernatural, it's a sabotage. Detective, the systems were accessed remotely 1 minute before the incident's admin accessed using the technician's credentials, but he swears he was in the tower. Someone used his identity to create a ghost in the machine. Time didn't go back, someone make it disappear. Always a pleasure doing your job for you. Get a cat. Perhaps if the bells ring, my uncle will wake up. A silent bell is a blessing. Let's hope it stays that way until I leave. I've tried oiling them, but these gears complain about everything. Lubricating oil to make the gears turn and the lights slide better. Gotta look at the range. A crowbar, the Swiss Army knife. All bad ideas. The favorite 2 of 10 out of 10 unimaginative criminals. Bank clues. A spanner, how did I did? My subway is offended. A wrench, right? He got it a spanner. Wrench, yes. In the tower make entirely of gears, and finding only one feels like an oversight. Did I use too little or too much? What's missing? If things get too hot in the integration, I already know what to use. Okay. I hate the neither one. It does not have report. Ignition, check the panel, and his location was control. Camera, the guard leaving the tower. An officer arrived at the footage. Officer was not in the tower. The tower, his cruiser. Neither whoever was in the tower. This is the victim. This is alert at all. Whoever we're seeing leaving the tower or arriving in the footage could not be in the restroom. What was tower? Cruiser. Lost in tower. Cruiser? Oh. That throw me off. And 2 towers. Gonna be in the restroom, so let's beat the tower. Oh, I checked my notices that the locks were gone, or we saw the lock rewind. I'm so confused. Apparently neither gave the alert nor assisted system. Okay. Record. This one is which room? Okay. So tower. Oh, the officer did not see the clock rewind. Here we go. Clock stop, camera blind, system silent. I know what you're thinking. It's not supernatural. Yes, the ghost told me only moments ago, and they never lie. It was a sabotage. Of course. And did they happen to mention who was responsible? Don't ask me to ask questions. Ever seen a ghost turn informer? By reckoning, the system will access remotely, and it can only have been the technician. Someone used the identity. I clicked too fast on that. Okay. The cameras did not fail. They were manipulated. The minute post 17 was deliberately removed from all records through unauthorized remote access. Detective, the paramedics alerted us. The clockmaker woke up. What is his state, and what does he remember? He is out of danger. Memory is confused, but he's sure of one thing. He didn't see who attacked him. It was from behind, and he didn't touch any mechanism before passing out. So the target wasn't him, it was the clock. An attack to create a distraction. Classic. Or to hide what the clock saw. My uncle always says every gear holds a secret. Then I need to find out what happened at the ball 17. The assault was just to erase the witness. So many screws to tighten, including my own. If I tighten this screw, will the clock start working again, or will it be sued? Will I be sued by the Queen? The cat. The tape measure. Detective is a clue, I think. Maybe. Measuring the crime scenes, my own ego, of course, I would require a far longer tape measure. Device looks more like a medieval torture device. Crushing, exactly the feeling I had when I tried to understand the logic. Software is what you sweat, hardware is what you hammer. Hammer of justice, or just a noisy one. My boss woke up. Let's sweep up all this mess. A useful tool if you want to sweep this investigation under the rug. Technician, check the camera. Apparently were doing adjustment and the guy was not checking the sensor nor doing the overhaul. Sensor overhaul. I was patrolling maybe. Visiting. I would say. Check the sensor. Ooh. Everything is correct. Who did overhaul? Yeah, register a service analyst. I don't know that. Okay, this one is confused. The officer was off service and was visiting uncle before the incident. Here we go. That clockmaker only cares about the time. Tell me you got something out of him. He's out of danger. His memory is muddled, but he remembers one thing clearly. Well, and with it then. He's certain that he never saw who attacked him, and he touched nothing before blacking out. I confirmed two things. The clock was the target, not him, and that he's a dreadful witness. No witness and no record. What now? Interrogate the clock? My uncle always say every gear keeps a secret. Your uncle's a few ticks short for the hour and love it. Let's gather more statements. I doesn't look good, but we're on the right track. The testimony confirms the clockmaker was attacked, but he didn't touch the mechanisms. Manipulating the time was the true purpose of the crime. Let's put the pieces together. The clockmaker didn't touch the mechanism. The locks were deleted remotely, but the guard swears she saw the hands move backwards. How? Mechanical forensic just called. They found force marks on the main counterweight. It was forced manually in reverse. My uncle explained this to me once. Forcing the counterweight in reverse doesn't break the clock, it just makes it breathe backward. As he said, the mechanism repeats the cycle of the previous minute. So that's it. It wasn't a miracle. It was an illusionist trick with gears. The guard didn't lie. She saw exactly what the culprit wanted her to see. Thanks. Cat. Well, smudge bag, serious crime to edge. So I hope this opens the door to the exit. This ticking is killing me. My favorite gear, monsters. A loose piece, just like the missing screw in the head of whoever committed this crime. He's a clockmaster, apprentice, not a locksmith. More rubbish on the floor and muggies. Smoking in Big Ben, the culprit has no fear of the law. A wristwatch in the age of smartwatches. Analog. Wait, what? What is that? What's a badge? That was something else. Employee badge. Apparently, even the attack in Big Ben, you need an ID. Yes. Let's see. Fiction and noted the clocks. We all believe in sword. And reporting fear. Parents saw the shaft. Pepe and the guard did not see spark. And sabotage. That is it. Cousin failure. Guys, Jamie. Failure. So he must be. Oh, I didn't see clock hand. No, clock hand has spark. Movement. And then. saw the clock hand. Oh, either he saw the clock hand or he got away. Okay. Panel. Okay. I don't know what that is. Oh man. Motive. Right? Whoever saw reflection vibrates. Okay. What did that believe in jamming? Filler. Sabotage. Error. Whoever noticed the gear did not perceive cables. What? Big gear. Whoever the C cable used the panel. Fusion. Wait, I'm confused. Oh, he believes in sabotage. We got it. So either he saw the clock hand or noticed a counterweight. It's all neither. She didn't see that. They must notice the counterweight. Movement. Counterweight. Good. See, notice the lock. Panel. Oh, jeez. Gear, the cables, the panel, a symphony of chaos, but which note set off this catastrophe? The response in the main counterweights was forced the wrong way by hand. Of course, now explains it as if it were fine. It doesn't break the clock, it just hiccups and repeats the last minute cycle. Which mitigates the guard's raving of all things. It was conjuring trick, time to unmask the top had it. Charlatan behind it all. The guard's testimony is partially confirmed. The time regression was caused by a manual reverse movement of the main counterweight. Cross-referencing the testimonies shows that each mechanism reacted to the same difference, creating the illusion that the clock had gone back in time. Oh man. Oh, 14. The force shot, the fixed time, the deleted cameras, everything converges to the same point. The apparent is he tried to correct his own mistake and ended up locking time for good. He set the clocks to 0017 as if he could pretend that time did move on and attack my uncle to erase what he did. He make him try to stop time. Perfect irony for someone who lives surrounded by gears. The report closes the case and I'll be retiring soon. This opens the door at the yard for a sergeant. They said your name would fit well. The title is heavy, sergeant, but no more than the responsibility it carries. Fair enough, since the first case, you never looked for culprit, you look for meaning. And I found it. Time doesn't go back, but it teaches us to listen, and we learned. Now let's listen to the tickling in a different way. Look where they left the tweezer. Unbelievable. So much precision, yet the criminal still prefers the blow to the head method. Okay. Buck is like the surgeon's mind, full of potential but nothing inside. Let's see. Let's put everything back where it was, please. What? That hook is sinister. Could it have been Ember? Excellent for hauling something heavy like the guilt of whoever was responsible for all this. An iron padlock? What century is this? A lock without a code. I'll try my lucky one. 1887. What if that works? Everything where I walk, I bump into these loose gears. Could it be apart so that thing finally stopped ringing? If I get at the mall, do I get a new clock or just a backpack? Ah. Oh. It's not fun. Let's see. Apparently, adjust. Sounded the alarm. This motive was not trust. What's the shaft? Oh no. The clock was not observed by the technician, and nothing was corrected or observed by the officer. Protected. Corrected, then observe. Okay. Oh man, I got all 5. Either the technician forced the shaft or the officer isolated that area. So the officer isolated. If he didn't, then he shaft. Okay. Door trigger the lock. But this feels fear. Ooh. Okay, okay. Do. If the components were not isolated by the technician, then there can only be an unexpected failure of it. Or it was he who triggered the lock. Failure. And then wow. Man, what is this? What is this? Deduction? I don't know. I don't know if it's deduction. It just. Oh man. Okay. Whoever has the key. Not so much energy, man. I mean, not so much info. Involved was the victim. But it prevented and lost access. If the items were not protected by the victim, then he passed out. He passed out. Go. Forced the shaft, misaligned the mechanism using the tool, or whoever corrected triggered the lock. Ooh. Who was corrected also suffer from unexpected failure, then they hand me the key. Key or door. Not lock. Okay. Man, this is this weird sequence. Whoever has the key follow the protocol and either lost or prevent this energy. Follow the protocol, then whoever suffers an unexpected failure has responsibility and access was not prevented by them. Lost. Whoever has lost access has responsibility, and whoever had prevented access either fear or trust. So duty and then trust. What? First try. Dude. And then he attacked my uncle to cover up the mess. All up threat of telling of your uncle must be a hard task. master, eh? Apparently, he tried to fix his own, blundered, and ended up murdering London's mainspring. The shaft forced, the hour fixed, the camera's dark. Someone who knows the tower, but with all the delicacy of a bull in the china shop. Whatever that was, the last word. Since the very first case, you never hunted for the guilty. You hunted for the truth. Me, a pen pusher? The uniform would rob me all of my irresistible charm, but I thank you for the insult. Case closed. I hate to admit it, but you make a fine sergeant detective. The truth is, time flies, and I'm famished. According to Big Ben, it's already time for 5 o'clock tea. Penalties arrested for killing time. Really? Yeah, they arrested him for that? And in the end, it was the apprentice. Trying to fix one mistake, he made everything worse. Then, fearing discovery, he attacked the clock master. In fact, the system failure to cover his tracks. The crimes against time was a desperate attempt to hide a human error. Bam! We got it. We got it, guys. That's everything. Okay. Here we go. That's pretty much the regular playthrough of this game. I might try to classify later. I'm not sure yet, but we'll see. Alright. I would say this is a good game. You guys try to give it a try. You know. It's a good game. Alright. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.